I'm losing my fucking mind. How can you play? Listen, you want to know what the testament is, right? To your ranking in Halo? Onyx is basically silver level because any top ranking in any game that doesn't have comms is shit tier. Every Counter-Strike game you will ever get into, even like LEM Plus, will have comms. Just being a complete mutant Halo at Onyx level is a joke, dude. They communicate more in League of Legends. Like, get a grip, community. Like, get the on the microphones. Like, it's a joke. That's a joke. How are you, Onyx, no comms?
All right. Let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? My name is Juan and welcome back to another All-in-JUAN video. So I want to start out by saying that I think a lot of people are thinking that Summit is saying that you have to always have your mic on when you're playing Halo no matter what. And from the clip we just watched, I think that's pretty evident that that's not the case. He specifically mentions Onyx players, which are the highest ranked players in the game. He then goes on to reply to a good mutual of mine, Ashman ND, shout out to you, Ash, further clarifying that he's fine just chilling in Halo with no mic on in social playlists like Big Team Battle, but that ranked arena at the Onyx level is where you should be communicating and having your mic on, to which I pretty much agree with. Assuming you've made it to the Onyx level, most likely you are the kind of player that is highly competitive and wants to do whatever it takes to win. And I do believe, in my opinion, that that should include calling out and using a mic, even if your teammates are not doing the same. However, I also want to validate those who choose to not use their mic. I'm mostly talking about people who aren't necessarily at the Onyx rank, but still enjoy playing ranked arena. I am one of those people. I'm currently teetering between Plat 2 and Plat 3, and unless I'm playing with friends that I know, I am not turning my mic on. I'll definitely ping things for sure, but I wanted to share a story of why I stopped using my mic when solo queuing. So about over a year ago, I had solo queued into a ranked game, Oddball Streets. I'll never forget it because it still sticks with me today. All three of my teammates had went down and I was the last one alive. So in my mind, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna play my life and not rush in to die because that's not gonna do us any good. So as I'm waiting for my teammates to spawn up so we can all push together, I hear someone yell, "Juan, push up!" And quite frankly, it was kind of a jump scare because no one was coming before that. That was the first verbal call out I had heard all game, and obviously that did not feel great to hear. And whether if he was right or not that I should have been pushing up is honestly besides the point. Too many times are people just too quick to judge, blame, and berate their teammates for decisions that they don't agree with. And I also include myself in that. I'm not perfect, and I'm guilty of doing that as well. And I get that even at the lower ranks, that feeling of wanting to win and rank up still exists. But it's absolutely not beneficial at all just to use your mic to talk shit to your teammates. Even if it's not you that's being shit talked about, just hearing that kind of negativity can just bring down the whole morale. I believe Halo is two things: a team game and a mental game. And if you got teammates that are just using their mic to spread negativity, that's just a double whammy right there. That game where my teammates' first words were to yell at me has honestly given me a level of anxiety that I have not recovered from. It put me in such a bad mood that I just stopped playing ranked for a while. And I know that a lot of people are going to hear that and just think, oh, I'm soft, or I need to build a thicker skin. But honestly, I think that's kind of victim blaming and not putting the accountability on the teammate I had who was just being a dick. Not trying to be overly dramatic and say I was a victim or anything, but it definitely did affect my mental health towards the game, which is something that is still not talked about enough, especially amongst men. I understand that everyone wants to win and nobody likes to lose, but in a platinum lobby where no one's really communicating, it is just not that serious and not worth possibly ruining someone's mental game. I believe in empathy and treating others with basic dignity and respect, even if I don't know you. And even at the highest level of competition, I think too many people have this no excuses mentality that is just dehumanizing towards pro players. Take Spartan, for example, at this past event. Something was going on with him physically that was obviously affecting his mental health, and then in turn affected his gameplay. And still you had people who thought he was just making excuses for playing poorly. That kind of thinking just rubs me the wrong way, and I wish people were more empathetic. And by the way, all of what I just said, tip of the iceberg. There are so many more problems that we haven't even scratched the surface with as far as racism, sexism, homophobia, etc. Ask almost any woman gamer if she's 100% comfortable with having her mic on all the time, and I'm betting you won't get many yeses. People can be very toxic, and it's important that you protect your peace. So again, just to reiterate, I actually do agree with Summit that if you are a highly competitive Onyx ranked player that is trying to do everything they can to win, then yes, it is probably in your best interest to turn your mic on. However, I also understand if you enjoy playing ranked, but maybe aren't at that high level yet, and you've had bad experiences with toxic teammates, that maybe you don't want to open that door of using your mic. I think it's important to keep in mind that everyone brings something different to the table. And I think the determining factor lies in how you use your mic, more so than if you use it at all.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
R.I.P. Matt Pat. He's not dead, he's just retired. But I want to know, what do you think of this discussion? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, you are a real one. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go all in.
By the way, check out All-in-JUAN on TikTok. He posts some really great TikTok content.